Hi, I'm Brittany Egbert from One Charming Party, and I have an amazing guest with me here today, Jeremy Telford from Balloon Guy Entertainment. Hi, Jeremy.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm doing well.
Great. Jeremy has written this amazing book called Ology. What I love about this book is how you teach people like me to do simple balloon designs.
I try to make it accessible to as many people as possible.
That's good. But I don't think simple is your forte. You've done some amazing creations. Do you want to tell us about that?
My favorite stuff to do are large designs. The largest I've ever worked on was a life-size T-Rex skeleton.
At Thanksgiving Point, I saw a picture of that. That was amazing. It was huge.
45
Life size.
Yeah, 45 foot long, 18 foot tall. Used over 2,300 balloons in that thing.
So how did you know how to make it look so lifelike?
Actually, we worked with a team. I had a team under me, and one of the members of the team was actually a student paleontologist. So he was able to get us to do every single bone within about a ½ inch of accurate.
That's amazing. Have you done some traveling with that as well?
Yeah, I got hired by Orbit Gum to do a commercial for them. They flew me down to Uruguay, built a it's about 9 foot long, 4 foot tall motorcycle.
Out of balloons?
Uh-huh.
That's awesome. Sounds good. So are you going to teach me today how to make one of these simple things?
Yes, we won't do any motorcycles today, but we can definitely do this sword.
Oh, but you have done that amazing princess that's behind me.
Yep.
I love that. How long does that take?
She took about 4 hours.
And how many balloons do you think that took?
She's probably used about 150 balloons.
That's amazing. I love that. That'd be great for a birthday party. I know my daughters would love that. But something more simple for a mom like me. You try a sword?
We can definitely do a sword.
You think I can do a sword?
Yes.
Okay.
First, we're going to teach you probably the easiest way to pump up a balloon. And you don't actually, when you use a pump, you don't actually have to stretch it.
I'm going to do everything you do.
It's more of a nervous habit.
Okay.
With the pumps themselves, the best kind of pumps to get, if you find them with these ridges on them, that's usually a sign that they're a good pump. This particular pump, my wife uses. She likes it better than my pump because it's good for small hands. This particular pump you can actually get at like Zerker's party stores.
Zerkers.com?
Yep.
Excellent.
And what you do is you go ahead and you pump up the balloon. Make sure that you leave at least 2, 3, 4 inches at the end.
Okay, I'm gonna pump.
And as you take it off, just pinch the balloon as you take it off and you go ahead and set the pump down. Okay, now the easiest way is you actually go up the balloon about 1 inch and you pinch it.
Okay.
And you let it go. What this does is it gives you a lot more balloon to tie with. You can tie it a lot quicker.
Not too bad.
Too bad. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go up. You need to make this part the handle, so you wanna make it at least as long as the hand that's gonna hold it, and you twist above it. And make sure after you twist it, hold both sides of the balloon. If you don't hold both sides of the balloon, it'll come untwisted.
So I'm always afraid when I do balloon twisting, not that I've done a lot, that the balloon will pop. What's the likelihood of the balloon popping?
Well, if you get your balloons from like the dollar store, that sort of thing, much, much higher. These actually balloons are Qualitex balloons. You can also get those at Zerkers.
They're higher quality.
They're much thicker latex, which is one of the reasons you want to get a pump, because if you try and blow these up with your mouth, you're going to end up fainting halfway through the party if you make it that far.
Okay.
So you twist it. If you have the handle, we're going to make a triangular guard, I guess is what they're called in the sword.
Okay.
So we're going to make another twist. And the secret with the bubbles is if you hold the first bubble and the last bubble, the middle bubbles will stay twisted.
Oh.
And so what I usually do is I usually set it against my body when I do the next one. We're going to twist 3 of these bubbles all together to make a triangle. The last bubble.
So 3 little bubbles.
The last bubble, just fold that last one over and you just twist it right in there. Just twist it right into the...
Like this?
Exactly.
Oh boy, yours look much better than mine.
I've had thousands of times more practice.
Yours should look better, right?
All right, we're gonna do that exact same thing over again. So 1 bubble, 2 bubble.
1, 2.
And the 3rd bubble, you can twist it beforehand if you want, or you can just twist it right in there. And just twist it around the center.
Okay, this is just the handle, right? Because this is a very short sword.
Yeah, this is more the dagger edition.
There you go. This is a little harder than it looks, people.
But it gets easier the more you do it.
Okay, got it.
And we're going to teach you another trick that's actually very, very handy for doing balloons. It's how to break off this extra.
Oh, yeah.
And what you do is you go up the balloon, make sure you're going to leave enough that you can tie a knot in it. You pinch one side of the balloon, leaving your pointer finger free.
Okay.
And then you go to the other side, do the same thing, leaving your pointer fingers free.
Okay.
And you're gonna create little hooks with your fingers, and you're gonna pull it apart. But the thing is, you have to do it with enough conviction, or else it's not gonna work. There you go.
Wow.
And now what you do is you grab down to the bottom where you wanna tie it, pinch it, and let the rest of the air go, and you just tie another knot.
Okay, I have never been able to do that, and I've seen so many balloon twisters do that. Ah.
And that's gonna be the handle of our sword. So what we need now is we're gonna take a gray balloon.
Do you have one already ready for me?
I do, I should have gotten one ready for me.
You're a better pumper.
Once again, you leave about 2.5 inches at the end of the balloon. And the reason you do that, you always start twisting from the side that has the knot, because as you twist, it pushes the air out, and you always leave about at least a few inches at the end. That way it has a room to go, otherwise you'll pop the balloon and you'll start balloon phobias. All right, so what you do is you're gonna bend the balloon in half so the end of the uninflated balloon matches where the knot is.
Got it.
And you're gonna grab it up at the top, and you wanna grab it so you do it with your non-dominant hand. I'm right-handed, so my left hand is my non-dominant. And with your right hand, you're gonna twist the balloon around itself, and then you're gonna move your left hand down to grab where you twisted. Then twist it around again, and then move your hand down. Twist it around again, move your hand down. And do that until you get all the way down to the end. And you're gonna want it so they're inflated about the same inch. If they're not quite there, squeeze it a little bit, it'll push the air down. All right, now what we're going to do is we are going to twist these two balloons together. We're just gonna create two bubbles. So right about an inch away from the end, we just twist the two balloons together.
Got it.
Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna combine these two pieces. So we have the blade, the twisted blade here, and the handle here.
Blade in the right hand.
And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the bubbles of the blade and stick them right where the triangles meet together. Okay. Kind of where there's almost a little bit of space. You pull out the side that has the extra balloon, pull it out, and you just twist it around the section there. And you can leave it like that if you want, but it leaves the blade kind of flimsy. I usually, sorry, I'll let you catch up first. You're almost there, just make sure you have one bubble on each side.
I almost said, do not try this out.
No, please try it at home.
But you need to try this out. It's really not as hard as I'm making it look.
What we need to do now is just, for sake of looking good, I just tie the ends into there. And if you want to make the blade stronger, so it doesn't flip around as easy, just take the blade itself and twist it once around. And one of the secrets when you're doing something like that, when you're twisting two big things together, is as you're going around, if you also twist it, it'll almost pull itself through. And
yours looks, I'm gonna lose because your sword is better.
Yeah.
But anyway, that was so easy.
Yeah, and that's a balloon sword. Yeah.
Is this sword in your book?
That sword is in the book, yes.
Excellent. How about you do a flower? Maybe you can do it by yourself really quickly. I'll hold it and pretend that I made this.
Can definitely do a flower. Can I use your pump?
Yes.
When we're doing with the flower, this one you want to leave a lot more left unpumped because I like it when the flowers wiggle on the top. And so we need a little wiggle room there. We create the leaves first. So we go up, that's your first bubble. We just fold it over. Twist it in the middle, fold it over, twist it in the middle again. And that creates.
You make it seem so easy.
Once again, a few thousand times in, and it makes it a lot easier. This next thing is called a push bubble. What we do is create a bubble, it's about an inch long there, and we're gonna stress the end, makes it weaker, so that's where the air is gonna wanna go. And what we do is we take the balloon, and we're gonna squeeze this air, we're gonna hold this so this can't inflate, so the only place the air can go is the very end, like that. And that creates a little spot for put your petals on. And we'll go ahead and create the petals now. We'll go ahead, pink flower. And with this one, once again, about 3 inches at the end, we're just gonna make a lot of petals. We're doing the same thing as we did with those leaves. We're just gonna fold it over. In this case, the first one's easy because you just twist the knot in there. And the second one, Every time you do a petal, just try and get them about the same size, bend it over. Just twist it in the middle. I usually get anywhere from 5 to 6 petals. That one's gonna be a 5 petal. And this one, I don't have a lot of room to break the end the way we showed on the sword. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pinch here. I'm gonna just take my fingernails and pop it. And then you can tie it off the same way. And when you're connecting the flower together, it's really, really simple. You just take the center of your flower, you hold it in the center of the flower there, and you just pull back.
That's easy.
And then you have a nice wobbly flower.
Cute. I love those. Well, thank you, Jeremy, so much for coming on the show and showing us how to make these. Where can people find you if they live in Utah?
www.balloonguyentertainment's the easiest spot.
And do you have any other locations, other states where people can get
We do have somebody up in Twin Falls, Idaho, and out in Western Oregon.
That sounds great. Wow, well, I know who to call next time I need some balloons. Thank you so much. And remember to celebrate something fun with your child every single day and maybe try and make some balloons. Thank you.